Hi, I'm Jana.
Hi, I'm Shayla. This is Van.
How old are you, Van?
6.
How
I'm
old-
3.
You're 3. I'm 38, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Daddy's at work.
Yeah, Daddy's at work.
And he's 38 too.
He's 38 too. Yes. So this is my crazy life, and I'm trying to organize it all with a planner, right? So that's what this video is about. I just got my brand new Plum Paper planner, and they wanted to help me introduce it. So this is my planner. In the past, I've used Erin Condren planners, this is one that I had last year for 2018. This is my new one for 2019, and I love the aesthetic of the Erin Condren planners. They're so just inspirational and just colorful and happy. But I liked the customization of the Plum Paper planner, especially as a homeschooling mom. I just wanted a little bit more. So I'm going to try this year. This is all brand new to me. But I bought a lot of Erin Condren stickers. And I'm going to try to customize my Plum Paper planner to just be a little more, have a little more personality, a little more fun. So this is what this video is about. If you're interested in watching more, stay tuned. Okay, so I think what I'm going to start with is just kind of show you a comparison of the Erin Condren and the Plum Paper planners. So this was my Erin Condren planner, and it came with a little pouch, and just like I said, it's just got a lot of personality with the different colors. My planner, it's got a lot of inspirational quotes, which I love. Just things to kind of focus on for the year. And so this was January of 2018. I just liked the heading. I just really enjoyed everything about this planner. But it just didn't have a lot of customization for homeschooling like I needed. I knew I needed a little more for homeschooling. So that's the Erin Condren planner. And then to compare it, this is the Plum Paper planner. It doesn't have really any of the inspirational quotes or anything. Like for January, this is the start, it's just the letter. And then when you open it up, when you look at the full, like the month at a glance, it's pretty bare bones. So that's why I'm adding a bunch of stickers. Also, the paper is a little smoother. I had heard that in other reviews. I love the paper in the Erin Condren planner. It's got some textures to it, so when you're writing with a marker, it's just really nice. I haven't written in this yet, to be honest, but I was worried that it was gonna be really shiny paper, and it's not. So I think it's gonna be just fine. I don't think it's gonna bother me at all. But I like the color scheme too of this planner, and I think once I add the stickers to it, I'm gonna feel like I've got the best of both worlds, because what I'm really excited about with Plum Paper, with their layout, so I've got Monday, but then I have this grid layout, so I can customize this with different headers. And had I known exactly what I wanted for these headers, I could have actually had a template written and had this customized in my planner. Every section a different heading. But because I'm so brand new to homeschooling, I really wanted to see what the words are that I'm going to want, what the different categories are that I really truly want to use for the entire year. So there's that. But what I also love is they have this whole homeschool section where you can focus on this year's goals, a mission statement for me and for my child or children. Nice way to really think about the spirit of what we're doing with our homeschooling first, and using that as our guide for the day-to-day, because so often we get lost in the muck of the day-to-day stuff. This attendance record, the homeschool supply list, and curriculum too, same thing. Subject, book, or the website, and the amount of money that it cost. And they have a reading log, as we read a lot of chapter books right now, so we'll just keep an ongoing list of what we read, when we read it, and then probably put stars by the books that he's really enjoyed the most. They have this field trip log, that's wonderful as well. A grading log. Then there's extracurricular activities too, just different things that we have done that would go towards homeschooling. This is smart. This is just goal planning for the next year. I like that as well. So you can just really think about what you want to do, that you maybe as you go along, you're like, oh yeah, I definitely want to do that, but we weren't able to do that this year or next year. This would be a really good time to focus on that. They also have this reflection page. This year's vision in 3 words: my values, my goals for the day, for a 1-year plan, life goals, and my career, family, health, financial goals, personal goals. And then they break it down into the months. So this past month in 3 words, your wellness scale, I started something, I finished, things that I did, places I went, things I read or watched. You know, it's just really, it's nice just to kind of sit down and reflect a little bit. So I loved that as well. And I also had this, you can have so many different sections. I'm going to be doing a homeschooling blog, and so this can just help me kind of keep track of that. To cultivate joy, I want to really focus on the things that I'm grateful for. And so I've got probably like 60 pages of just things of I am grateful for because, and I can just really focus on that. So, yeah. I'm back a couple days later after having my, what's it called? This Plum Paper planner. I now have it all stickered up and kind of customized. I've been able to use it for a few days now. I've been able to kind of get my hands into it a little bit, write in it, and kind of get more of a general impression on it. And I like this, but I don't love it, where I love my Erin Condren planner. I am really going to like this planner. There's just some drawbacks here. I think overall I would say this will be the planner that I'll probably continue to use and to buy for years to come until Erin Condren, if they ever switch to or start offering the grid planner system, it just lends itself so well to our life, my life, especially as a homeschooling mom. So that just lends itself so well. I will prioritize that and make that the priority and go with Plum Paper because they offer that. But if Erin Condren ever starts offering that, I would go with Erin Condren. There's pros and cons to each. I just love the general aesthetic of the Erin Condren planner throughout the entire planner. Like even just the weekly pages have little dots, and it sounds silly, but it just makes me happy. It's more colorful, it's just more playful. The paper I do like better in the Erin Condren planner. I've had a little bit of bleed through in the Plum Paper planner, which I was kind of surprised by. Watching other YouTube videos, it looked like that wouldn't be an issue, but I did have one page specifically. The one other thing I noticed too, the cover of this, just while I was getting it set up, and I kind of had it rubbing up against just things like wire or paper, this got pretty scratched up. And this planner is, 4 days old? So that kind of caught me off guard. I may put one of my Erin Condren covers on this. Like this cover, it's a little dirty. There's some smudges on it, but it doesn't really get all that scratched up. And I just feel like it's more durable. So this is interchangeable. I might just put it on top of that one. So those are my overall impressions. I will show you, like I said, how I just put everything, the Erin Condren stickers, how I was able to use them. There were some that worked great, others that I kind of had to customize, some that didn't work out so well. So this is a sticker book from Erin Condren. It's their designer sticker book, monthly collection, edition 4. I think it's their classic one. Each moment of the year has its own beauty. And I've kind of gone through here and just pre-planned a little bit. I had a holiday sticker sheet, and they had some things for New Year's, which was pretty cute. Like, bring in the new year, start easy, finish strong. They've got champagne bottles and trust the magic of new beginnings. So just kind of fun little stickers. What I love is they have these just to really dress it up. So I'm using their stickers for each day of the month. But as you can see, I'm not necessarily using the one that's supposed to correspond. I'm kind of color coding and coordinating just whatever catches my eye. And put some washi tape here. That's also Erin Condren. And I'll coordinate this together, kind of put this together then. When each month, we'll see how it all comes together. But they've got January, February, March. So like I said, it's just kind of cute ways to dress it up. I've got my kids here with me. So they're Selah. Shh. Gotta be quiet right now, okay? Okay. So yeah. Just lots of different colors. Summer love, good day sunshine. July, August, September, do what is right, not what is easy. Yep. October is kind of fun and just a little Halloweeny, but without being just orange and black. Love that. November, a lot of thankful and gratitude. And then December, I also ordered these Christmas stickers. So this is part of that pack. We have Caribou Coffee, and this just reminds me a lot of their Christmas branding. So I just think it's really, really fun and festive and cute. Jingle all the way. Let your heart be light. Always good reminders. And then this is what they have actually for adding to the page. So I'll put some of these together, and then I'll show you what it actually looks like in my planner. I did notice as I was putting this together that the color schemes of Erin Condren versus the color schemes that Plum Paper had didn't always align, so I had to adjust a few things, but it all worked in the end. So this was my January sticker book. As you can see, there's still stickers that I have yet to use that I'll probably use at some point throughout the year. But the ones that I really used in here, every single month they had a quote here on the top, and every single month I used that quote on the top of my month at a glance page, and they all fit perfectly on there. So I was really happy with that. I used that in every single one for the month. And then they also had a sticker for the month itself. I didn't use that because it wasn't a actual rectangular sticker. It was more the shape of whatever the month. Here, let me move this sticker. Whatever the month was. So I found a different place to use that in the planner, and I actually found a spot in my reflection category. So in here, once it broke down the months, I just put it right here. There's actually a spot for the month here, which I'll probably cover up with some washi tape or something, but it just wasn't long enough for every single month. So I just put, for every month I just put it on here, just as a little decoration. So January, February, March, adds a little color to the page. So that was really helpful. I feel like I didn't use as much of this as I thought I would, but I did really like the quotes on for each month. So dreams don't work unless you do. And I used this little washi tape, the trees that came with December, all of these little, what are these? Just little index things came with the month. I really liked those. So I have no idea what my schedule is going to be a year from now in December, but I wanted to make sure that I used these. So I just put them in my planner because I know myself. I know by then I'll completely forget that they're even an option, and I'll want to use them. So I just put them in, and I'll adjust them when I know what my schedule looks like next year. All right, full disclosure. Initially, I actually took videos of all the stickers before I started putting them in my planner. And then my lovely smartphone put the videos that I thought were horizontal, and they made them a vertical video, which doesn't work. So I'm just gonna give you a really quick overview of what I used. Probably what I think made the biggest impact were these little date dots. It just adds such color to the page. I can just kind of really show you really quick. So in January, it's just all these, it just adds a lot of color, just a big pop. So they were, with Erin Condren, when she does these, she has ones for every single box that's on the page. So if you want, you can just use this to cover every single number on here. Otherwise, I just like to use washi tape on the dates that aren't needed, but you can do whatever you feel like doing. Sometimes I've used these as bullet points on the side of the page. The other sticker book that I got a ton of use out of was this guy, Plan for Tomorrow, Celebrate Today. This is the Designer Sticker Book Classic Collection. And with this one, they had a ton of inspirational quotes right on the first page. I didn't even end up using them all, but full disclosure, I've been using Erin Condren planners for a few years now, and I ended up transferring a bunch of stickers from my previous planner and repurposing them. If I didn't have that, I probably would have used all of them. But they have really great tags on here, which I'll try to remember to use as the months go on and the dates fill up. And yeah, just lots of cute little flags on there. And just washi tape borders that you can use throughout the months. I didn't use very many of these, just because I had ordered washi tape from Erin Condren and ended up using that. Lots of different colors and just cute little options. These I really like. Some of them said celebrate or birthday. So just little headings. I ended up using those a lot. And I used some of these as bullet points on the pages. One thing I should say with the quote pages, they all fit perfectly where I needed to use them on the planner. They interchanged really well. The width was right on. They worked perfectly, whether it would be like a side margin on a page on the month in advance. During the weeklies, like this one's a little bit long. I think the box is actually here. But I figured for this whole page, if I miss a few boxes on this last corner, not a big deal. So I wasn't too worried about that. This one was just a little flag, and I used that. That worked perfect. Yeah, so you can see they're a little long here, but if I put them here, perfect, right? So I just kind of made it work. What else? They had a ton of little, just like, these are kind of, they're plasticky, so they're really shiny, and a bunch of note-taking ones, bullet points. These didn't quite line up with the planner. I will use them for something, I'm sure, because I think they're really cute. I love the colors on them, but just not in this planner. And then these I ended up using a lot. So these are plastic shiny. All of them had inspirational words, and I ended up using them in the monthly planner right on the top here. These words fit right on top of it. Love this, OMG. So they're just really cute. They're just a fun little add-on to the planner. So grateful. They had a lot of cute little sayings on here too. I think one was, this was something like, I think I used that in January. What was it? Let me look. Oh yeah, make it happen. So I put that right on there. And I think this, no, that wasn't on there. I don't know. I can't remember now, of course, what everything said, but I ended up using quite a few of those. These bullet points too, I used on the side of the monthly sheet. And these little triangle ones I'm sure I'll use somewhere. They also have a lot of the bullet point asterisks here. And then this was great too. They had, these are all clear, shiny plastic. And you could, some of them I just put plain on the sheet. I think this came with the monthly one, but this is an example of what it looks like anyway. So it's just clear on the sheet, but it just adds a lot of sparkle and shine on there. And these stickers that you see here, these are from my old planner, old Erin Condren stickers. So I don't think she even has these ones for sale anymore. This one was one of the tags, I think, inside one of the quotes in this. So, yeah, arriving at one goal is the start of another. I thought that was perfect for going from January to February when we're still fresh in the year and fresh in our goals for the year. These, I liked both of these. I thought they worked really well. Another one that I used a lot was this A+ style sticker pad. So there's a lot of cute little paper clips, rulers. I haven't used the rulers yet, but I plan to. Pencils, and with the paper clip, with each month, they've got your kind of your monthly overview, highlights, birthdays, events, things to remember, and then you just have a page to write down any notes that you have. So I used a lot of Erin Condren stickers. I believe this was in the monthly one, Make Your Own Magic. This was part of March. I ended up using the paper clip on every spot on the month, on this March, or in the monthly overview. I made sure that I put a paper clip here, just for fun. Why not? This also came in the March monthly one, Grow Through What You Go Through. Oh, and then You're a Gem. That's what I had for March. And I believe these were, those actually might have been in this guy, the A+ sticker planner. They had a lot of asterisks or bullet points in there. So just to kind of take you through, this one has a bunch of little tags as well, plan on it, and a bunch of these. So I have a tremendous amount of those. But it also has like meeting times, which that I probably will not end up using. Extracurricular classes that we have, that it's from 8 to noon. And they have little notebook paper and notes, places to put notes. And they also had a lot of inspirational banners and tags as well. And they have these really cute little plasticky stickers again. with little arrows or all sorts of little designs. This I wasn't sure what to do, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have no idea what we'll do with those. And then they had these guys. This is actually where I got these asterisks, these bullet points. And then they've got all these letters here too. I don't even have the page for it anymore, but my favorite part of this book was some inspirational quotes that they had. That's actually the reason I bought it. And now, I can't find it. When I got it though, the Erin Condren teacher planner is a much bigger planner than this. I think this is 9x7. Their teacher planner is an 8x10, 8x11. So this was too wide for any place that I could use on my planner. So I had to get creative in how I was going to make everything fit. So this was one way I addressed that. Here's another one. So this I had to kind of get creative too. But we rise by lifting others. And there were some others that I was just able to use. I was able to get the whole thing on the sheet, but had to score off some of the edge. So teaching is tough, but so are you. Strive for progress, not perfection. Love that. You're probably wondering why I have these on my weekly pages, but this was an adjustment that I'll have to adapt to as well. So with Erin Condren, if you are going from the end of August to the beginning of September, she has everything all on one same page, and then she just color codes it. So this is, if August is light green, these will all be light green and colored in light green. And then if September is dark blue, then these would all be dark blue. And she would have something that says SEPT, AUG, something to just have it so it's all on one sheet. Where in Plum Paper, they have a full week for each month. So August ends on, no, I am on September here, right? Yeah. So September 1st is on a Thursday, meaning Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is the August month. So I have the duplicate of the end of August here, and then it starts off here. So if I go to August, it'll be just the opposite, where they've got the active August, and then I had to go through and try to make sure that I didn't start writing in here just because I'm on this week. I can just see myself being on a roll and just starting to write and then realize it's not something I love in this planner. One, I think it wastes paper and it just adds more bulk, but also it just made more work for me. Yeah, I had to do that with almost every month, something just to kind of make sure that, hey, don't write here. And I think I did it a little differently each month. Some of them were, like this one was fine, it was just Sunday. But then when you go into September, I have this whole page, basically, that I'm not using because the 1st is on Sunday. So it's just kind of a waste, right? But I can't tear these pages out because the front is my month view. And then the back of this is actually the first day that I need to use for the month. I think December was like that too, if I remember. Where, yeah, Sunday is the 1st. So I have all of this, where it's just kind of a wasted page. Oh, because it was Christmas time, I was going to put the kids' like Christmas gift ideas on here. So I started writing. I started putting in my son's name in kind of like a block letter in here. And then when I turned the page and looked at the back of my month, it actually showed through here. So you can kind of see it's right there. So that I wasn't very impressed with, and I kind of had to get creative of how am I going to cover that up. So for now I just put on some washi tape and a fun little decorative sticker, and I'm sure it will change through. I haven't noticed that anywhere else in the planner, at least not to the point where it bothers me. I've written kind of here, so I guess this is covered up by the quote, so you don't see that. But here and here, I guess you can see a little bit. This is a flare marker from Papermate. And yeah, I think most of that's flare markers from Papermate. But then I also have the Erin Condren markers. And I was kind of surprised. Usually I prefer the flare, but this year I really liked the Erin Condren. They're the double pen marker. So one side is the fine tip. Where is it? One side is the fine tip, and then one side's the medium tip. And I've been using the fine. Come on, focus. Yeah, I've been using the fine tip, just because I don't know. Usually I am a medium tip girl, but I liked that. I bought these at Target. I guess I should show you a full one here. These are from, oh shoot, no, I don't have her name either. What's her name? Tracy Lay, maybe? I don't know. They're in Target. They're in their planner section. And I feel horrible that I can't remember her name right now because I threw everything out thinking, oh, I've already filmed all this. But I used the arrows a lot because especially for the weeks where one month was ending and another one was starting, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't duplicate. So I used that a lot. I loved this Hooray, and I know I'll be using Girls Night when we have our Girls Nights. We're planning a staycation that fit the weekend perfectly, and actually these fit great. I can show you an example. So I used date night here, and the label's a little bit wider than the actual calendar, but the letters fit on there perfect. I didn't mind that, especially since it's clear. And I used Hooray here just at the base of my weekly or my monthly view, and I thought that was really cute. These were a good little find. From Erin Condren too, I had these Christmas stickers, and as you can see, I used a lot of them. They have these bullet points too, which don't line up, so I didn't end up using them. Actually, this is where the Christmas, okay, let me get to December, and then I can show you. But I also liked, they had New Year's stickers as well, and then just winter stickers too, hats and scarves, mittens. So I was able to use those from November to February, I think, pretty much. I was able to use a bunch of those stickers. Let me get to December. And you can see, so these stickers, actually, they didn't come from monthly. They came from this Christmas pack. Down here. And then the cute little sayings that I put along with it. And I really used the stickers in the weekly. So it's holly, joy, a little tag with the present, ba la la. So yeah, I ended up using a lot of them just here to kind of decorate, just to be festive. Believe, Winter Wonderland with a snowman. This I think came with the monthly stickers. There's just a holly jolly. I thought that was cute. So those I ended up using a lot, and I know that the kids will too with their arts and crafts projects too, any that I have left. A good buy too, I thought. There was a couple that didn't end up working well. This was a petite menu planner sticker pack, and these were just a little bit too wide for anything that I wanted to use. I think I used one in January, so I can just kind of show you if I can get to it. Let's see, yeah. So here's one. So you can see it's just a little wider than my space allows. And then these guys too were too big. So I picked out some custom just labels, thinking I could use them maybe in the weekly planner or in the monthly thing if I just want some bullet point lists. But they're just too tall. So that didn't work kind of like I was maybe hoping it would, but that is okay. Live and learn, right? That's kind of the planner. Like I said, I did end up transferring a lot of stickers from other old Erin Condren planners or stickers that I've had. So like every month I started my planner with a quote sticker. Before this there was just a letter, a white letter J for January. So these are old, they're not available for sale anymore. I have noticed with Erin Condren, her stickers, the newer ones are sticking more to the paper. Sometimes they're harder to transfer. Some of them, they kind of rip, so you have to be really careful where the old ones, I could use the same stickers over and over and over, no problem. Live simply, dream big, be thankful, give love, laugh lots. I just loved that. I just thought it really dressed it up. I know with her, I don't know this for sure, but in the past she's had vertical sticker planners with a lot of these quotes. So she might have something like that available now. I don't know. I didn't end up really looking for that because I knew I had plenty. But if this is something that you really like, you might want to look and just see what she has offered for that, because this fits the vertical layout perfectly and would interchange really well. So I was talking with a homeschooling, kind of a homeschooling mentor. She's taught, homeschooled 4 children, and they've since opened up a homeschooling store, and just a wealth of information. And she talked so much about, especially when we're first starting, a kindergartner homeschooling mom, she's like gung-ho and ready to go, and the focus right away is always reading, writing, science, math. Like that's the nuts and bolts of homeschooling at first, right? And kind of in school as well. But she said your main job, especially as a homeschooling mom, is to teach your children a love of learning. That's your focus in the beginning. And this stuff can come as they grow and as they kind of get into the routine. Like the first year of homeschooling, I love the way she put it. She said it's like putting tape on a wall, preparing to paint. And she said you feel like it's kind of not very productive. You just want to get to painting the wall and just get to start seeing the results. But your whole first year, that's just all it is. You're just putting up the tape for that paint, and it's really important for the foundation of how the whole room is going to turn out. But you need to just trust the process, and then you'll start to get more of your groove, and everything will just kind of, then you'll be able to really start to see the results. So I took the spirit of what she said really to heart, and I decided to start trying to reshift my perspective. So instead of starting here with reading, writing, STEM, and like social sciences, I decided to start here more with ways to be and general things that I want to aim for with my children in our homeschooling, our goals. And then this is more the nuts and bolts of schooling. So we'll see how this evolves. But for now, I just put mind, body, spirit. So that was one area. Life skills. When we're cooking recipes, they can do a lot with that. We've also actually just done a lot of math with that. Like, okay, we're going to double this recipe. So let's talk about what that looks like. How many, if it says we need 2 eggs, how many eggs do we actually need? Things like that. Or doing things with fractions, like I guess that can kind of tie into math too, right? Like if it says 1/3 of a cup is needed, how many thirds would we need to make a full cup? And then we actually like experiment with it. So pretty simple. But community enrichment, community involvement. I just wanted to really make sure that we are giving back. And then here I did STEAM, so I included arts in science, technology, engineering, and math. I have my helper here with me, can you tell? So yeah, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And then I did reading, writing, social sciences, and then time and nature. And then when I was thinking it over, I decided the next week that I wanted to separate arts and STEM. But then when I lost my time and nature, but I think I'm going to include it in mind, body, spirit. For me, just having time and nature is really restorative for my mind, for my body, for my spirit. So I'm going to try it both ways, see what I like, and we'll go from there. So if you guys have any suggestions, thoughts that you would like to use in your headings or that you have used in your headings, I'd love to hear what you have used. And then another really helpful tip from homeschooling moms is instead of planning out your week and writing, okay, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and yep, we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Well, life happens, right? People get sick, or we get stuck on an activity that takes way longer than you think it's going to take, or we end up taking a lot of detours in our homeschooling of what I think is going to happen doesn't always ultimately happen. So they said to avoid feeling really discouraged by seeing all that you didn't accomplish, wait and really write that down after, like write down what you actually did for the day and keep track of that here. And then if you have any areas that you really want to focus on, that you want to make sure that you have in your planning, keep that in a different part of your planner. So I like that. I am definitely going to be doing that because I can already see the disappointment in when you plan and things do not go as planned. So yeah, just another helpful little tidbit. Okay, so one of the things that I ended up purchasing through Erin Condren was this little dashboard for school, and I put this in the homeschooling section, but it just gives kind of a really quick, brief overview to our priorities in homeschooling. Okay, so this is the school tracker dashboard, and it has it's got the top priorities. So this is a laminate. You can, with her dashboards in the past, I actually have found I like to write with a Sharpie, and then when it's time for me to start over and write something else, I like to use some nail polish remover with a paper towel and just wipe it off and then start over. If I use her markers or like a Papermate Flare, they're just too fine. And if I use her medium point markers or something like that, it smudges really easy and you can't read it. So I like to use a Sharpie permanent marker on it and then just use nail polish remover. It just works really well. Back to this. So it's got the top priorities. This I put the sticker on, which this is really the only place in my whole planner where these really came in handy. This had a key, it said key on there, which, I don't know, I guess if you wanted to color code different subjects or something you could do, but I just put this on there for now, thinking I could bullet point something on there. And it has this class, an assignment, due date. This I might keep it more general instead of a specific assignment that's due, but because we don't necessarily do that in our homeschooling, but just more area of focus for each subject, kind of what we're working on. Things to remember, I think, is really helpful too, whether it's events that I want to make sure that we remember to go to, or if it's just more an overriding philosophy that I want to remember. Keep your mind open to new things. Love that as well. And then on the back of here, she's got a weekly schedule, which with our homeschooling, we do kind of a block schedule, and that will only continue to evolve as my kids get older. Right now we do free forest school on Mondays. Thursdays we meet with our homeschooling group and do different activities with them. And then on Tuesdays, I try to always head up a tacos and documentary night. So taco and daco kind of night where the kids can learn about a wide variety of things just through that medium. And that's kind of become a family tradition. I want to set up kind of like math game night. So like one of our favorites right now is the game Quirkle, just Qwirkle, I think. But it just really, there's a lot of patterns and you really have to pay careful attention to that. Plus you're adding points every single round. So that's been a really good kind of a sneaky way to teach math to our kindergartner. She's also got some long-term assignments and upcoming quizzes and tests. I'll probably change this header somehow with another label because, again, we're not doing this right now in our homeschooling. And the next week, I like this since I'm not listing my actual plans on the week to week. Maybe this will be a good way to kind of keep a list of goals here. Maybe I'll use both of these boxes for that. I just need to kind of figure out what that looks like. But this is really sturdy. It's thick and it'll be really durable. I can see that. This really ties in with the rest of the homeschooling loop. So the colors just really, they play off well together. So it fits right in. Overall, I would say I'm pretty happy with the way the planner turned out. So there's my planner. Here's how it all came together. If you guys do have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.